Hi everyone.
Hello family, welcome back here to the channel, and today we have a very intense topic for you.
Really? Intense? Oh,
very deep.
I'm ready.
So today we are talking about nothing else but about mask.
This one?
Something like that.
Oh, a mask?
A mask.
Can you see me? Oh, okay. Okay.
I can only see half of your face though.
Okay. So is this what we are talking about?
We are not talking about the mask though.
Okay, so which one are we talking about?
We are talking about the church mask.
Oh! Okay, but I just came from church, so I used this at church.
That's not really the thing.
Okay.
But we are talking about the invisible mask.
Oh, the invisible mask.
The invisible mask that most of us are wearing in churches.
Okay.
So, like Nana just showed us, we have different kind of masks, but when we talk about visible masks or the masks in churches, that is something that the churches, I think, are struggling with. And today we are here to dig deeper into this situation. So Nana, what are the type of masks that we have in churches?
Thank you very much. If you should ask me the kind of church mask, so to say, that we wear at church, it's a lot of them. I mean, I can list about 20 or 30 or even more. Because these are the type of things that, like you said, they are invincible, so people do not see it. But then within us, we do it. So just like the religious mask that I spoke on in the podcast, it's just like it is a covering that we wear at church. Just like you explained earlier, we wear at church towards others, towards our lifestyle, towards the things that we do.
Yeah.
And the examples are, one of the masks that we wear is holiness. Holiness
unto the Lord.
Yeah, holiness. It is not a bad thing, because holiness is what God is actually looking for with everyone. But then people are wearing it as a form of mask. So they have this attitude, the holier than that attitude, the holier than thou attitude. Sorry, and because of that, they belittle everyone in the presence of God. When they see you, they're like, oh, you. When you start praying, they're like, this girl, what is she even saying? What is she talking about?
They're scheming things in their head.
In their heads, because they think that they are so righteous and so better off than you. So because of that, they see themselves as the direct people with God. You know, you do not have contact with God. I have contact with God. So hello,
so what are you doing?
Yeah, what are you doing? So that is one example. And then the other example is the activity doing better than the other, like singing, playing instrument, and then all keyboardists, the bassists, and then the guitarists and all that. Sometimes people are of the notion that I am better than you in playing this, even right at the church. So when someone is playing, instead of they encouraging you or asking you to push forward, try and do it well and stuff like that, they're like, oh, you can't do it. Can you get off so that I'll do it?
Why are you playing it like that? Why are you not playing in this tone?
Why is not this? Why are you singing it this
too
way?
loud and all kind of things to criticize you.
Yeah, to just criticize you. And then sometimes especially in the singing group, it's more worse, because in the singing group, like
there it goes deeper.
It goes deeper, way deeper. Because like for me, I can't really sing, you know. Like if I raise a song right now, it would be a trouble. But then in churches, some churches, you go to the place, and then when the lead vocalist is not even there, they have to wait for the person to come to church before they can do anything.
No church without them.
No church without them. And then sometimes they feel that without them, the church cannot function. Without them, the church cannot function. And this is the type of mask that people are wearing. And it is so disturbing, because we encourage that they appreciate the talent that people have. But one of the things that disturbs the church today is the mask. Because people are trying, other examples are people are also trying to please the pastors, please the elders, please the presiding,
the high ups,
the higher authority in the church, so that when there's a position they can
put them there.
So because of that, even when these people are doing wrong in the church, the presiding elders and then the leaders in the church, they can't talk about it.
They don't seem to be able to approach it because maybe you are not going to be able to have a church tomorrow because there's no singing.
If you should come and talk to me anyhow, I won't come to
church tomorrow. And when I'm not there is no singing tomorrow.
Yes.
There is no piano playing tomorrow, and there are no drums tomorrow.
Yeah. It is very, very disturbing. And one of the very sad things too is the mask of dressing. The mask of dressing in the church. They will criticize you from your head to your feet. You're like, your hair is not nice. She wore tattered dresses. She's not this, she's not that, he's not this, he's not that, his shoes are dirty, blah blah blah, so and all these things. Sometimes they undermine the form of worship that you want to have. Because the moment the person enters the church, you are looking for a back seat for the person because the person is not well dressed. You come to church like I'm in my hoodie right now, and then you go to a big church where they are all wearing suits. You get there and then they don't even know you, and
they look at you from head to toe, and then they're like,
hoodie. No. Go to the back seat.
Hoodie and jeans. Not here, Nana.
Go to the back seat and sit. In the normal sense, people do not realize that these things that they do, they affect the other people that are doing this. Because a lot of people are not having the interest of going to church these days because of the church mask. The type of mask that we are wearing at church.
That is the main reason why I wanted us to talk about this topic. Because a lot of people are being scattered around because they think when you mention the word church, they have all kind of imagination. Their fantasies are running wide when you mention church because of all these things that we see in churches.
It's very, very, very true. And since you just said churches, let me shoot us with a Bible quotation. You know me and Bible. Let's just talk about the Bible. And there was this lovely quotation in Luke chapter 18 verse 9. It's a very interesting something, and I will take my time to explain this well. Luke chapter 18
verse 9.
Verse 9. You can read from.
Okay, so I'm reading from the New International Version. To some who were confident of their own righteousness.
This is Jesus speaking. And he's trying to narrate a parable because Jesus entered into a city and then he was now going to the synagogue, so as he entered the city from the verse 1 he said he gave a parable, and then he goes on from the verse 9 to also give another parable. And this time around he's talking about the parable of the Pharisee and a tax collector. So one of them, according to what you just read, he said confident in their righteousness.
Yes.
Yes.
And looked down on everyone else. Jesus told them this parable.
Good. Continue.
10. 2 men went up to the temple to pray. One a Pharisee and the other a tax collector.
Okay, good. So in this story, I love this story so much because it highlights perfectly what we are just talking about. 2 people have gone to church to go and pray. One is a Pharisee and then one is a tax collector. The Pharisees, in the theological sense, the Pharisees are people that deviated in a way from Judaism. They kind of thought that they had an upper hand of how perfect and everything, worshiping God, how perfect it should be. So they were people who were really religious people. The Pharisees were religious people.
The deeper ones.
The deeper ones. Like they understand all the principles of the Old Testament. They really follow every rule, and they do not want to contaminate themselves with any kind of so in the normal city, like, you can easily identify a Pharisee by the way they dress. So as I said, the dressing, the way they dress, they have this special clothes that they wear that you can easily identify them. When you see one, you are just like, oh, this is a holier than thou guy. Like this person is so righteous because of their dressing. So the Pharisees were people that you could easily see. So Jesus was telling a story about a Pharisee and this tax collector. So the tax collector is just a normal person, just like you and I. Then they are going to church to go and pray. So let's listen to what.
So the verse 11 says that the Pharisee stood by himself and prayed, God, I thank you that I am not like the other people.
The same Pharisee that I was just describing. He sees himself so confident in righteousness that he is even looking down on others. And he says that, God, I thank you.
It's even it's sweet. It's sweet the way he said it.
He said, God, I thank
you
that I am not what?
I am not like other people.
So self-righteousness. This is the holier than thou attitude. Like, already he is blaming others that he is more perfect than them. So he says that I am not like the others. And continue.
I'm not like other people. Robbers, evildoers,
robbers,
adulterers, or even like this tax collector.
Oh my God.
He is even pointing fingers.
OMG. Oh my God.
He is pointing fingers in the church.
In the church.
Hey!
Listen. He's pointing fingers. And this is exactly what happens in our churches today. Like, there's administration, a power of God revelation, and then somebody is maybe prophesying, or someone is trying to speak in tongues, somebody is trying to say something. The moment they begin, you be like, you hear somebody like, hey, since when did she start speaking in tongues? And now she wants to even prophesy. Hey,
is it not this woman? Is it not this man?
Is not this prostitute? Is she not the one that had the broken heart just last week? Look at her shoes, and she's the one who is prophesying. No. That can't be. It can't be true. So he was seeing himself as the perfect image of Christ. Jesus was there. You know, these are what people do in the presence of God. That they see themselves so much better in everything that they do. Yes, let's continue.
So the verse 12, I fast twice a week and give a tenth of all I get.
Boastfulness. This is blasphemy. You know, like self-centered person. They are always talking about themselves, not about others. He says, and this is so like, I got emotional the first time I read this text, because he said that I fast twice. Just like some of us, even when we are requesting some things from God, God, don't you know that I do this? I've been going to church every day and you don't give me this kind of mask. You know,
questioning God's
integrity over the things that we need. It is also good that sometimes you do, but then you ask yourself, is it right for you to do that? Like he said, he's even telling God that he fasts twice a week.
He fasts twice a week.
He pays his tithe. He's paying his tithe all the time.
Yes.
So he's the perfect image.
He is the perfect Christian.
He's a perfect Christian.